Good morning, Utah. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Matt Font.
And I'm Alyssa Royster. It is 6:30 on this Friday. And Cedric, as people get up and out the door this morning, what can they expect?
Yeah, we've got some wintry weather kind of in and out of the area. Now, depending on where you are, you're either seeing a mixture of rain and snow or some snowflakes coming on down. The good news is I've been looking at these temperatures across the I-15 corridor, and for the most part, those have been above freezing by a few degrees. So we're not seeing any icy spots or a lot of road snow out there. But as you get into the higher elevations, that's where it becomes a little bit of a different story there. But of course, we're continuing to keep an eye on this precipitation as it makes its way on through the area here. I want to show you here, this is a live look here in the West Valley City area. And you can see if you look closely into the traffic lights there, you've got that snow coming on down here. Again, notice the roadways are just wet, so we're not dealing with any major issues out there. But again, as some of this snow comes down at times, it could reduce visibility just a little bit, so be careful with that. This is what I was talking about with those temperatures. 36 in Salt Lake City, 34 in Ogden, Provo, 33 degrees even in Logan right now, so not frigid. Now, you get south of that, that's where you have the teens and 20s, but that's also where you have mostly clear skies this morning to kick off the day. All right, so as we take a look at your forecast here, as we progress throughout the day along the Wasatch Front, we're going to see these temperatures hovering in the low to mid 30s as we go throughout the morning. And yes, there will be that mixture of rain and snow out there at times. And as we get loaded towards lunchtime, as expected, those temperatures will start to climb, and so will the snow levels. So we'll see more rain as opposed to snow as we get towards this afternoon along the valley floors. Now, St. George is saying, what rain? What snow? Yeah, we've got mostly clear skies out there. Of course, that's allowed those temperatures to dip down this morning. But as we go throughout the morning, it'll be cold to start. But you'll rebound back into the mid to upper 40s as we get throughout the afternoon hours. Overall, upper 30s and low 40s across the north. That's where all the precipitation will be. A little warmer down towards the south in the 40s and 50s. Again, in the mountains, though, that's where we're seeing more significant issues showing up. So if you're wondering about those travel impacts here for you, you're going to be able to see here, again, as you make your way up towards Logan Canyon, Sardine Canyon, and over towards portions of, obviously, the Wasatch back and upwards, that's where you're going to really run into some periods of road snow showing up that could create some issues. Of course, coming up in just a few moments, we'll have much more on this for you, but let's get a quick check on your traffic this morning as we get you out the door. Speaking of some of those higher elevation roads, yeah, they're not so wet. They're frozen. We got snow out there, and we watched this camera here and watched a couple of snow plows come on through this area. And as you can see, it doesn't mean that it clears the road. It just makes it a little more bearable out there. And with more snow on the way, expect these to stay pretty treacherous throughout the day. We'll have more on your forecast for you coming up. But of course, as we continue to keep an eye on this traffic and those roads out there, we'll continue to keep you updated on all that going on there. But again, as we get a check on your traffic out there, we've been watching some of these areas here that are an issue. And we know that UDOT crews have been out all night plowing the snow and the slush off the roadways. But of course, they still recommend caution. Of course, they're keeping an eye on some of these particular routes here that could be problematic here. Take a look at the map. You'll be able to see, obviously, we talked about the Cottonwoods, but Logan Canyon, Sardine Canyon, and even just some of our places over towards the Wasatch back as well will create some concerns. But DOT says, hey, they are ready to handle it all.
You know, we've been gearing up for this for a while now, and you know, so all the salt, all of the materials that we use to clear the roads, they're in place, and over the next few days, it's going to be a busy time, especially for our mountain crews.
Busy time. We've got those winter storm warnings that are in effect, of course, throughout the weekend, where 1 to 3 feet of snow will be on the way for those folks. Now, UDOT also, of course, wants to remind all of our drivers out there, during the times of ice and snow, just remember to slow it down. The risk of hydroplaning is also an issue out there for our valley floors. So even if we're not dealing with snow-covered roadways, you get a lot of moisture, a lot of rainfall out there. That could cause some significant issues with travel. So again, just slow it down. Take your time. It's the first significant storm of the season. We'll make it through it, but of course, it could cause some impacts, especially for this morning. That's your update from the Forewarn Weather Center this morning. We'll, of course, keep you updated on all of these things, weather and traffic. But for now, let's get you out the door with your top stories. And for that, we check back in with Matt and Alyssa.